Welcome, everybody.
We're live. Hi, Ruth.
Hey, Ruth.
Can someone tell us if they can hear us, please? If someone's out there, can you hear us? We're trying a new setup with microphones and cameras, and we need to know if you can hear us. So if someone's there, just let us know or give us a thumbs up if you can hear us. Emerald Islands, can you hear us? Maybe not. Lane?
Yes.
Can you hear us or not? Lane, you may have to fix the microphones.
Me.
Oh, yay! Ruth says loud and clear.
Perfect.
Oh, yay,
Nice.
Paul, TR. Look at all the people. This is awesome.
Excellent.
So, okay, we are live. So we got people coming on, which is great. And we have been hiding out from Alaska storms.
Yeah, it's been particularly blustery the last couple of days.
Blustery, blowing a hoolie. So what we're going to do, our plan for tonight, is we're trying to get these lives a bit more organized. I did a little presentation with pictures and everything of what we've done over the past month. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to go through the pictures, tell you a little bit thing. The problem is when I go through the presentation, we can't see the comments. After the presentation of the pictures, there Blaine and I explain what we've been doing. We're going to go through the questions from our last refit video. We'll go through them live about the diesel heater.
Diesel heater. Yeah, that's right.
The dirty ass diesel heater. We're going to go through that, and then we'll go right through the comments, questions, and chat. So that's kind of the plan tonight. I'm quite excited. So let me share my screen, and let's get at it. If you guys have any comments, just put them in, and we will answer them towards the end. Anything else you want to say?
No, I don't think so. I think that's it for now.
I kind of said it all.
Catch up on the other side of the display.
Okay. Let us start from the beginning.
Hey there, from Alaska.
Well, look, okay, guys, we're in Alaska. We've been here for a couple weeks now. It took us a little bit to get across the British Columbia border because we were just having so much fun.
It was. We just kept having the habit of going way up into fjords up inland.
But coming across the border was really easy, I have to say. Like really easy.
Mm-hmm.
So
like we're used to, when we're in the Gulf Islands around Victoria, we use the CPP Roam app, and we just basically fill out our information in the app. They usually just call us to verify everybody's on board, all that stuff. We didn't even get that this time. We filled out the CPP Roam app, and shortly, I'd say probably 45 minutes afterwards, they just sent us you're approved. So it was as simple as that. We didn't have to go to a doc. We didn't have to talk to anybody. We just did everything via the app, and it was surprisingly painless.
yeah, so after we cleared in, it took us 3 days to get to Ketchikan because we were kind of cruising around, went to Ketchikan, provisioned, and we are now in, if you guys see that second green flag right there, that's Prince of Wales Island, that's where we're sitting.
Mm-hmm.
So let's chat about the weather, Blaine. Over this past week, Emerald Isles probably knows exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's we've just had, like, especially in the last couple of days.
This was last night.
That was last night. It's just been one after another coming in, and looking at the weather now, I think we got a little bit of eased off weather for like Friday and Saturday, and then it looks like we got something else coming in. But yeah, we've had last night or night before last, we were at another bay, very protected bay for waves and such, but we still got a lot of the wind. And I mean, it was enough wind where the whole boat was leaning over, like shaking. Fortunately, the bay that we were in was fairly shallow. The holding was good. So we were able to put out like a ton of scope. I think we were at like 13-1 on scope. So we didn't drag at all. I mean, we were totally locked down. Nothing blew overboard, but it was really uncomfortable all night because it would be just big gusts. So I would imagine we were probably seeing 50+ knot gusts blowing through, and For those of you who are in mile per hour, I think that's like 90-mile-per-hour winds or somewhere around in there.
You got to remember, we live in a tin can also because the waves come on and it's like bloop, bloop, bloop. The sound just echoes through this boat. So,
but just, I mean, you just get the when the whole boat would start shaking, and it was.
But no, we weren't worried. We were watching Netflix and stuff, so it was good. But until the Starlink blew over, that was a problem.
Yeah.
But you can see us. You can see us right there. Where we are on the screen, and like we've seen red quite a bit on Tangaroa. We haven't really seen the dark red purple, so that was a little bit of a yes, we are in Alaska and it's wintertime.
Not that we've been in anyway. I've seen it before, but we typically try to avoid spending any time in the
I'm going to pop
areas.
over real quick to see if can you guys let me know in the comments real quick if you guys are seeing what we're seeing and you see the presentation slides. I just want to make sure that we're talking and can't see the comments. So if you can just let us know if everything's good, I'll pop over, see the comments real fast, and then we'll get back to it. All good. Perfect. Okay, we're going back.
Yes, weather's been super fun. So we moved anchorages yesterday.
So first place we went that we haven't told you about, Anyox. Oh my gosh, was this place cool?
There's been a couple of like truly amazing places that we've been to, and this is one of those two. It was just everything about it was amazing.
Yeah, Anyox is just south. It's in British Columbia. It's just south of the Portland Canal, just south of the border. And it is an old copper mine that's basically the largest ghost town in Canada. And we got to go there. And we weren't there just for one day. We were there for like 5 days because there was so much to look at.
Yeah, it's everywhere. This town spans a massive area. There's like, how far was the dam up the
Oh, it's so far. We'll get to those pictures. So these are just old buildings and industrial stuff. And this was just right by the boat. But just going through everything, it's so hard that the pictures don't show the scope of the ruins. So we do have videos coming out. We can't wait to show you. I can't remember what these were. Do you remember what these round things were?
Don't remember what they were, but
they were rollers. Remember?
Building, yeah, like something conveyor or something. But this was the auxiliary power station. From what we've read after.
Mm-hmm.
So they did have hydro generation. This was in case of low water or failure of the hydro.
And we'll show them that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the big waterfalls that was there. It was massive. There was kind of a bridge across. There was some holes through the bridge, but that was okay.
Just one or two.
Yeah, just one or two. But the best thing we did was we actually took the scooters to shore.
Yeah.
And it was our first time taking them with Punga.
That's right. Yeah. First time that we actually loaded them into the tender and drove it up on shore and unloaded off the front of the tender. And it was super easy.
We had to take one at a time, though. We can't fit both scooters and Punga at the same time. But it was thankful that we took them to shore because it was really far to go to. Oh, let me go back.
Several places.
Several places. I did do crabbing there, at least I tried, but we kept catching these. So you can see the one Dungeness, which is right down by my purple slipper. Yes, I wear slippers all the time. But that is a sun star, and there's actually one hanging off. This trap was so heavy to pull up because these things are massive. But what's really good to see is in British Columbia, probably all down the West Coast, there was a big die-off of these. Like, there wasn't very many sun stars
or something.
Yeah, over like 20, 30 years ago. I'm not exactly sure. But whenever I show a picture of a sun star that we've caught, it's really good to see them coming back. Everybody comments on that. But they're also voracious. They can actually move. I think they move quite fast under the water. And
look at how many legs they have.
I know. But you get them in your traps, especially if you get them in the prawn traps, in the prawn or shrimp pots. They eat all the shrimp. And here they were just going for that fish head. You can see that there. But it was really cool to see the sun star. We did get one dungy. We didn't eat him because we weren't sure how contaminated the
waters maybe.
The dirt was at this old copper mine.
Yeah, this is a lot of mining over the years. So
tell me about this, Blake.
This was a dam built in 1920, somewhere around in there. drinking pond?
Between the wars, yeah, just a hole in my bottom lip there.
Between the wars. So I think it's somewhere in 1920. And it was, the design was highly criticized because the way that it was built was fairly thin. So rather than being like a big gravity dam like they have now, it's just a big massive concrete. This is a series of individual cupped sections that are reinforced by those big reinforcement beams. And the benefit with this is they can build one of these with fairly minimal concrete. So when you're dealing in remote areas, that was the benefit of these dams. And like I said, this was a highly criticized dam because of that. However, as you can see, it's lasted a pretty good time. So I mean, obviously it was a good design, just not the way everybody else was doing things.
I don't have a picture here, but it looks like a coffee filter. The outside of a coffee filter, the rounded, that's what the dam looks like. And we did go right up to the top. We did fly the drone, which you're going to see in this video when it does come out. But this was 26 miles up, so it's actually kind of good that we had the scoots. And then Blaine was in his heyday because we found machinery.
Yes. I do like machinery and interactive exhibits. This was amazing. This is the actual hydropower station that powered all the works at Antioch. And I mean, there were lots of machinery at Antioch. There were crushers, concentrators, I think they're called.
So many, but these are all generators. There's like 10 of them.
Yeah, so these are hydroelectric generators. And as the building, it almost seemed like the building, as you went from the top left picture, that far wall was kind of like the older stuff was there. And as you worked across the building, it was like they upgraded as the time went on. And this was one of the later model newer generators. The earlier ones were a Peloton wheel, which are basically like little paddles. This was a proper turbine. So inside here is just like the turbine of a turbocharger. It's got blades, and like a new turbocharger, it's got a unison ring and it's got actual vanes inside of it that can divert water to speed up and slow down the turbo, or the turbine and the generator, because obviously they're generating the power. They have to match frequencies for what they needed. That's how they did it. So it was really neat to see all the old equipment and how it's actually not all that different than what we see on stuff today.
And wait till you see the video, because he actually went crawling down underneath these things.
Yeah, this was the small one. There's one that's vertical, and that section is kind of underground a little bit, and it was ginormous. I mean, the turbine section on this, feeding it, had a pipe probably 3 feet in diameter or more, enough where they have one of the caps off, and I can actually put my head in and look down and see going into the shell of the turbo or the turbine. It was impressive. I was like a kid in a candy store.
He was out fun.
Because all the mechanicals are still there to operate it, and you can just imagine how it all worked together.
So we spent 6 days there, and it was a great 6 days. What's really cool is they do have, they're mining the slag. So True Grit Company, it's called True Grit.
True Grit, yeah. True Grit Abrasives.
True Grit Abrasives brings in a barge every couple of weeks, and they fill it with the slag. So it's kind of environmentally friendly because they're cleaning it up, and they use that slag for sandpaper and sanding discs and stuff like that, and roofing materials. So it was kind of cool to see. So there is a little bit of a mining operation going on the far side, but the side we were on, we got told that we can just cruise around and look as much as we wanted to.
And what they say, they had like 20 years worth of slag.
They had 20 to 30 more years of slag to take out to keep going for True Grit.
So give you an idea of just how much ore they moved on that mine.
Yeah, and we did go find the mine. And what's really neat up here, so there's 3 ghost towns, mining towns. There's Antioch, Alisarm, and Kitsault. Mining companies are back in there looking again for copper, gold, silver.
Yeah.
Which brings us to Alisarm. We didn't spend much time in Alisarm.
No.
But it's another ghost town up there. This is their old schoolhouse back from the early 1900s. I don't know if I would call it a ghost town, because there is a heck of a lot of summer residents there. Mm-hmm. And we met some lovely people who let us borrow their truck because they weren't even there. They just leave the keys in it. They said, go for it, take the truck.
It's basically a camp town.
It's about 50 summer residents are there for fishing and shrimping and stuff like that. And we tried to do some shrimping, and look at these suckers.
And that wasn't even the biggest one we
I
caught.
bet Emerald Isle Seafood is proud of us for this. Proud of
yeah.
me.
You should. I mean, what's
These
that?
are humpbacks?
We pulled up one. Unfortunately, it was unfortunately, it was a female, and it was monstrous.
But that was spot prawn.
I mean, and it was
2 hands.
It was like 6 inches long. I mean, I've never seen a prawn that big. It was huge.
Yeah. So we had lots of fun now, Sarm. And then we were lucky enough to go to Kitsault. We have no video of Kitsault. The owner of Kitsault, this is a privately owned ghost town. People were brought in there by a tour company, from what I understand, and they were making videos, YouTube videos of Kitsault without the owner's permission. Again, it's privately owned. He bought it many years ago. He's renamed it after his mom, Shanja Krishnan, and he spends over $1 million a year to keep the hydro and water on. However, and maintenance. However, we were lucky enough to be able to go through it and take pictures. So we got to show you some pictures. But this is Kitsault, and it is weird. Are you guys ready for this? Because this town is frozen in the 70s or 80s. Trust me, this is going to bring some memories back for you guys, because it did for us. We went into the shopping mall first.
This is the grocery store. It's like people left to go home for the weekend.
There's nothing on the shelves, though.
Other than the fact there's nothing on the shelves. They need to check their inventory.
Mm-hmm.
It was, everything was as they left it. It's clean. You could turn the power back on.
It wasn't musty smelling?
Nope. And this would be fully operational.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think there's anybody these days that could figure out how to work that till, but other than that.
Sports store in the mall. Royal Bank still had the calendars up there. We could go in and see the safes and everything. It was kind of weird. And then we went into the community center.
Yep. This actually had power on in the community center.
It did. Yeah. Look at that old gymnasium, guys. Like, it was just, they just walked away. So I think the owner of Kitsault has some ideas for it. I don't know what's going to happen to it. There is houses. We didn't go into any houses or anything like that. We were just very lucky enough to see the community center, the library, which pictures are coming up, and the shopping mall. So full-size pool, hot tub, everything was in there. You could walk right in. Library.
This was, all the books were still on the shelves. Like I said, it was like they walked out for the weekend. They had a daycare center there.
I got pictures of that.
Yeah, like this is all stuff that's just still sitting there.
Oh, I know this is bringing you guys back memories. Look at that phone. And remember, you would do that little thing and they would make the sounds of the animals.
Yeah, I think the battery might be dead in that.
The rooster is always my favorite. But anyways, that was Kitsault. It was weird. I wish we could have videoed it. We did put out a video for our private members. So if you do want to see a video of it, you'll have to join our YouTube membership, or our membership through our website, because the guy who manages it did say we can use video for personal use to show our members only, but we can't put it out in public. And then we went and almost crossed the border. We kind of crossed the border.
Oh, we did. See, welcome to Hyder Island. We crossed the border.
You can explain this one.
So Stewart and Hyder are two towns that are pretty much on top of each other. Hyder is on the Alaska side. Stewart is on the British Columbia side. Stewart is a bit of a bigger town. It's the main brunt of the town. And then Hyder's got like a little main street, which is behind us in this picture. And then other than that, there's some residential stuff in there, but and I guess they have a post office.
Hyder is known as the friendliest ghost town in Alaska, but I wouldn't call it a ghost town.
No, there are people there. There's a pub there that runs year round, which does.
I got it. Pictures.
You got it. Carry on.
So again, we had our scooters on shore. We went to the dock here because we really wanted to get around. There is no border guards at this American crossing. You can cross back and forth into the States. No issues. No one even stops you going into the States from Canada. But there is Canadian border. And which is kind of funny because they have questions like, where have you been? And I'm like, we've been in your visual the whole time. There's nowhere else to go.
Because the booth is right behind where this picture was taken. And you can see right down the main street. There's unobstructed view right down Main Street.
So these people in Hyder, the Americans, they do have to go through Canada to get to their town. However, the biggest thing about going to Hyder is to become Hyderized. And you have to go to the Glacier and pub there. You speak to
favorite.
Judy, who is second generation to own this pub.
Was it? I don't think it was Judy.
Yes, it was. Yep.
Sure.
To get Hyderized, it's 110. Jody. It's 110 or 150 proof. I don't know.
150.
It's Everclear, right? So she gives you a shot of Everclear, 150 proof. The rules are no smelling, no sipping, chug it back in one go, and no puking.
Well, no, you're allowed to puke. Just she recommends that you don't do it in the bar.
So we got Hyderized. It was gross. It burned all the way down. But the other neat thing about this pub is if you can look in the picture to the right of me, those are money walls. And there is over $100,000 in bills stapled up to these walls. They're actually on the second layer of boards. So when you become Hyderized, you sign your name on a bill. We had an American bill. We used an American, not Canadian, because, we don't have Canadian $1 bills. And I didn't have a Canadian
really
$5 bill.
Difficult to staple loonies.
It is staple, yeah, or loonies or toonies.
Yeah.
She does have a really cool bill here, signed by Robin Williams when he filmed a movie here. So it was a cool pub, and Jody had amazing stories to hear.
Oh, absolutely.
Her parents are the ones who founded this pub, and it's just open all the time. There was no one in there when we were there.
Nope. And those bills that you see there, like Janice was saying, they're on other layers. What they've done is they've actually taken pieces of plywood and attached them with hinges. So you can actually flip through the bills that are there. You can see the really old stuff in the back, and then they just keep adding on top with pieces of plywood. So pretty impressive.
It's amazing. And then we took the scooters.
This is the Salmon Glacier.
Mm-hmm.
This is quite a bit of a jaunt out of Stewart.
26 miles.
Yeah, we were in Stewart at the time with the boat, and we had to go through Hyder to get to this. But it's gravel for probably 7/8 of the drive, and it's gravel, no shoulders, big drop off on the cliff, super sketchy, and we're heading up there in scooters. And we did get a few looks from the overlander crews that were coming back down the other way, and we're just riding up on our little 50cc scooters. But hey, no regrets. It was awesome.
Blaine's parents were up there this summer. They did an overlander tour with their truck. And they go, "You took your scooters up the Salmon Glacier Road?" Like, they were like, "You did what?"
Your mother was freaked out and just taking the truck up there.
But it was so worth it. It was really cool to see. So that was going to our first glacier. And then on the right is the fourth U.S. storehouse. So that's going to be a good story to tell. These storehouses were built in 1896 as part by the United States Army Corps of Engineers. Is that what they're called?
Well, just Army Corps of Engineers, yeah.
Okay, Army Corps of Engineers, as Alaska was trying to show their dominance over Canadian land during the Canadian-Alaska border dispute. So they built these 4 storehouses. They were never actually used. It wasn't until 1903, when the border got sorted out, that they realized that 2 of the storehouses were built on Canadian land. They're really hard to find. We found all 4 of them. We found the 2 that were on the Canadian side going up. There's one at the border of Stewart Hyder that's actually maintained as a National Historical whatever they call them.
In that picture that shows Izzy and I and Janice, it's right next to us.
Yeah.
It's right on the border, and it's perfectly maintained, unlike all the rest of the
And this is the 4th one. And it's actually kind of cool. This one is an American property, but on the left-hand side of the door, it says, "United States property, do not injure."
Yeah.
So that's going to be a fun video to put out. Lots of cool history. And then we were in the States. Ketchikan, which after September 30th dies.
Yes. Ketchikan was closed.
We're saying it dies because it's a cruise ship town. And seriously, after September 30th, it is closed. Like, there is nothing open.
No.
And all the stores disappear. Like, all the stock comes off the shelf, everything.
Oh, it was, and I mean, I think when we were there were 3 more ships coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like everything opens the day the ship's in, and that's it. Like we were out the day before, and all this stuff was closed. I mean, I think there was maybe 2 restaurants that were open downtown.
We couldn't even find a place for lunch. The only places that were open were the sushi place.
Yeah, and the diner, Pioneer.
No, that's not where we ate. The Mexican place.
Well, it was Mexican place, and then there was a sushi place that we ate, and then right next to the sushi place there was a Pioneer Cafe.
Yeah, but we had a subscriber come on board and visit with us, one of our members, which is awesome. Sean, it was awesome to see you. Came on board for some beers and stuff. And then we also chatted with some people in town who gave us some advice, more people who watched the channel. So it was really cool to come into a town like that and to meet people who know you.
Well, they know us.
Well, we're walking down the dock and it's like, hey, YouTubers. It was weird.
It was, yeah.
But it was cool. But we didn't stay there very long because we wanted to head over and circumnavigate Prince of Wales Island.
We wanted to see more stuff.
So we went over to Salt Chuck Mine.
This was
a pleasant surprise.
Pretty big pleasant surprise. I mean, we didn't know what to expect. And I mean, when you're going through northern BC, all the stuff that you're going to see is there's nothing like telling you what it is. You can just walk through and see it. This was actually done up by Park Services. They went in and they put signs in front of all this equipment telling you what it was, big signboards telling you the history of the mine. Everything was in really good shape.
It's a palladium mine.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So if any of you have watched Iron Man, you know what palladium is.
Yes.
It's on there. But anyway, very, very cool. So much of this equipment is in great shape, still where it was left. And the mine is completely accessible. There's a road that leads to it. There's a sign in front of it. I thought it would be like boarded up or have rocks in front of it where you couldn't get in. No, it is open. You can walk right in there, as you can see. The only reason why we didn't is because that's probably 2.5 to 3 feet deep water in there, and we weren't going in there without hip waders. So we passed on that one, but given more time and hip waders, we totally would have tackled that.
It was cool. And we needed our we had headlamps.
Headlamps, yeah.
So let me get into that. So the dirty truth, your question's answered. I'm going to get back into the other software that we're using to talk to you guys. Oh, look at all the comments. Okay, guys, we are going to go through the comments after, but it is so good to see. Oh, look at Naughty Girl, Bumpa Dog, Patrick, Emerald Isle. Yeah, Cindy. Okay, guys, it's awesome to see you guys all online. Now,
Absolutely.
We haven't done a question and answer.
It's been a couple of weeks
on the refit videos because there hasn't been questions.
No, it's been, once we got past the engine, the repower stuff, there's a little bit less questions on the stuff that we have coming in. However, we did get a few on the heater, and we figured, you know what, we're doing the live anyway, so we would just throw those questions in here and answer those. So yeah.
We do ask, though, if you are liking this video, you want to hit the heart button wherever it is that you're liking it,
Smash
or a thumbs up.
Button.
That'd be awesome. It kind of helps us out a little bit. And also, if you're enjoying yourself, we answer your questions or anything. Don't hesitate to throw a super thanks. I know we got some last live, and it was really cool. I hate asking,
but totally unnecessary.
But all money goes towards the diesel account.
Yeah. To
go to these places and to share them with you. Okay, you guys ready for questions, Blaine?
I'm ready.
This is going to be all Blaine. Here we go. So last week we did a video about the Dickinson diesel because somebody 11 months ago put out that it was the world's best diesel heater for boats, vans, or buses.
And if you're only looking for heat, it's pretty good for heat.
But it is so dirty.
Everything else that comes with it.
And that's what the video was about. It's just about other stuff that we found about it after using it for 5 years.
Yeah.
So we had some questions. First one is from Burdette.
Funny enough, Burdette's in the comments.
I know.
There.
Burdette, we're going to answer your question. Can you use reclaimed cooking oil, Blaine?
And honestly, yeah, I'm sure you could. I'd imagine they will work on damn near anything that'll drip in there. They're pretty simple heaters. The biggest thing is whether or not they have enough heat to properly vaporize and burn, because that's the biggest thing. It's got to be able to vaporize it. And I think that's a lot of the issues that we're having with this heater is just the fuel that we're using just doesn't vaporize well enough to burn clean enough. But yes, I'm sure you can use reclaimed cooking oil. Unfortunately, we don't go through much cooking oil, like any.
What do you mean? I just started frying fish for you. It's like our first time in
So-
22 years of
so
marriage that
very
I have
little.
fried fish. I don't fry anything. Sorry, guys.
Certainly not enough cooking oil to heat our boat.
No. From Joe, have you tried filling your shop vac half full of water to vacuum it out? I used to do that when I would clean out our fireplace to keep the soot contained. Because, yeah, go.
I have not tried that, but it seems like a really good idea. I'll have to give that a go next time I do it.
Wouldn't water spray out the back too then?
No, because it's a wet dry vac, so it's made for that. But it would certainly help capture all the dust of the soot.
If you guys have any ideas of how to get a shop vac to work properly, like I hate shop vacs.
Well, there was another comment that somebody said, and it was an actual soot vacuum, which I didn't even know existed, that they use different filters or multi-stage filtration. I don't know.
Because even when I use it for teak dust just blows out the other side of it.
I
don't get it.
They're not awesome for that.
I don't get it.
Super fine stuff anyway.
Yes. Okay, another question. Pierre Andrews, did you try kerosene for the heater?
We have not tried kerosene, and the main reason why is because we don't have kerosene on board as a fuel, and that would mean one more fuel that we have to keep on board. So we'd have to find a place to buy it. We'd have to have tanks on board to keep it, and we'd have to keep enough of it to keep us going for quite a while. Because even though it is a drip heater, it still goes through a fair bit of fuel if you're leaving it on 24/7. Hands down, kerosene would be a better fuel. Like it's going to burn cleaner. But like I said, it's just it gives a lot of headaches. We carry a lot of diesel on board, so if there's a way for us to use that for heat, it's the best case.
Yeah, we can carry 3,000 gallons of diesel.
Yeah,
but we're also already carrying gas on board and propane.
Yeah, and no fuel docks are going to carry kerosene. That's something that you're going to have to find on shore somewhere, get to the boat somehow. So you're going to be humping 5-gallon containers. It would not be a lot of fun.
It's bad enough a catalytic converter should be added. This is 1320 fastback. Fastback, I bet it's got a Mustang fastback.
Good.
Is that Mustang?
1320 is a quarter mile. So
it's bad enough a catalytic converter should be added. Do they even work with diesel exhaust?
Yes, they 100% do work.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, diesels have catalysts
I gotta
too.
go turn open. This heater is cooking me out here.
But the problem with catalyst is they require a lot of heat to function. And this heater just would not build up enough heat in the flue to do that. And not only that, it would be enough restriction where it would hinder draft, because this is a draft heater. So obviously they're really sensitive for airflow, unlike like a diesel engine, which it's going to push it through. It would probably adversely affect the heater. That being said, somebody mentioned it's an Airex heater, which uses catalysts, and I think they got that thing down to like 98%. And you can actually burn diesel inside of a shop atmosphere and not kill yourself. It takes out enough of the diesel where it's pretty much just making air and water. So we've looked into those. Unfortunately, it says very broad statement in the instructions, do not use in living areas, which kind of rules it out for having a heater in the main salon, but it definitely piqued my interest. Very, very nice looking heater.
Okay, Bruce Latuzel. Sorry, it's hard to read. Is your hydronic system capable of heating this room as well as the rest of the boat? Or, as one reviewer commented, a Chinese diesel heater you can install outside and pipe to the space, simply living Alaska use, or simple living Alaska use 2 or 1 to heat their pickup bed, and 1 for the chicken house and 1 for the hunting Ford RV van.
Yeah, we can. Short answer, it's easy enough to plumb in another air handler up here and run it up here, which I have debated doing. The biggest thing with our hydronic heater is it heats the entire boat. And I mean, as you can see, there's a lot of boat here to heat. We've got forward cabins, we've got the aft cabins, the pilot house, the main salon. The Chinook that we have, which is the highest output heater that ITR makes, is just not quite big enough for everything. That being said, we typically don't run many of the heaters. Izzy runs the heater up for her when she's gaming. She runs it in her bedroom. It does our domestic hot water. We have an air handler in our bedroom. We never use it. So we probably could get away with having one up here, but it would create a lot of runtime on that heater, and that heater does go through a bit of fuel. So I'm not sure if it would be the most efficient way to heat, but it would certainly work as long as we don't tap the heater out for maximum BTU output.
Just to let you guys know, we have about 5 more questions to do for the video from last time, and then we're going to go through all these comments. I am reading them. We are monitoring. We will go right through them all. So if you do have questions, throw them in. We're going to get to as many as we can, and we'll see how long this goes. I hope you guys are having fun. I am.
Always have fun.
I'm going to give away some stuff in this one.
Okay.
I forgot. We're going to give prizes away at the end. So put on your comments. People who interact and stuff like that, we're going to give away a couple baseball hats, maybe a dupe. We'll figure out. So,
right.
Okay, ready?
What do we got next?
Did that one. Is it plumbed to the engine diesel tanks, and does the boat use low sulfur diesel?
Yes and yes. It is. We do not use a day tank on this. These are set up to either run a gravity feed on a day tank or a direct plumbed pump system. We do run the direct plumb pump system, and I have run into issues with the regulators that come with that system. I just think they're not very good, and they don't regulate the pressure very well. So I have upgraded to a better pressure regulator on the system, and it did seem to help a bit for some of the leakage problems and whatnot, overcoming the needle in seat. However, still an issue at times. Ultra low sulfur diesel, that is what we're using. And I think that is part of the problem that we're dealing with, is just that stuff requires more heat for vaporization. And I just don't think we're getting that. The heater does come with an ultra low sulfur baffle, which is designed to reflect heat back down into the burner pot to help with that. But quite honestly, I've run the heater with and without, and it doesn't seem to make a lick of difference.
It doesn't. Okay, 3 more questions. Are you ready? Liam Greenwood. I love Liam's questions because they're so thoughtful. Liam really spends time to really think. He's been watching the videos. He knows. Are there any sensible replacement options that aren't disgustingly dirty? Would it be an improvement if the stainless steel bits were made of cast iron instead? Also, does it run cleaner if you only run it at full tilt?
For starters, I don't know if there's anything available in that style of heater that's going to be any better. I'm assuming there is. Funny enough, ITR makes one, and it's bigger, doesn't use any sort of a draft assist fan with it. But the problem is finding good reviews of it, because I've had reviews of the heater that we have saying, oh yeah, mine burns perfectly blue. There is no manner of adjustments that we have ever found
seen blue
that can make that run blue in our configuration. And I have added enough air where that flame is dancing around, so I know it's getting plenty of air in there, and it does not burn blue. So obviously going off reviews online is not necessarily going to give us something good. So I'm leaning towards more going with something that's not a drip style heater. Like I mentioned, the AirX heater, it's a mix between, I think, a combustion and a catalyst heater. There's another one that somebody recommended that apparently is very popular up here in Alaska, a Tomiyoshi heater or something like that. I've looked into those. They seem pretty nice as well. So who knows? Might just end up swapping it out for something different that's just got better efficiency and burns cleaner.
We'll keep you guys updated on what we do.
Exactly. As far as the other questions, cast iron would certainly help for all the bits that work, because stainless steel it expands and contracts with heat massively, and it doesn't matter. It will eventually warp over time. Cast iron is a lot less sensitive to that kind of thing. Drawback with that is it may crack. So tough call.
Also, does it run cleaner if you have it on full tilt?
It does actually run cleaner at full tilt. Still not perfect, but we have found that if we burn it really hot, it does cut down the soot production for sure.
But it cooks us.
It does cook us really hot.
Next question. From Rick. So is this a once a year thing with cleaning out the Dickinson?
Heater?
And is there a way you can take the heater out and clean it outside? That was a different video. I actually did do that video. Looks like a nightmare. And I heard chit word and a bleep F-bomb. Hey, I'm getting better at bleeping the F-bombs. Good luck, kids. Good luck.
Yeah.
I did put that video in about you taking it to the shop
Okay.
a couple months later.
It can be removed. It's not really easy. You do have to reach up into the heater to get access to some bolts, which gets your arms filthy dirty up to here. Just super nasty, but it can be removed from the boat. I just typically try not to because it's such a pain in the arse. And yes, there were several choice words used in the cleaning of that heater every single time.
Yeah, sorry about the F-bombs.
But it's actually, if we burn it like low heat, it's closer to like twice a year we have to clean that thing out.
No. And have you contacted the manufacturer, sent this video to them?
Honestly, I have not. And
I don't think we bashed it. I think we just said what was honest, and we also did say at the end, it is a good little heater.
I gave a fair review. It puts out heat. It does well for that. But no, I did not contact the manufacturer. I did not send the video to them. And the main reason being is because, a lot of people, well, there must be a problem with the unit. There's not much to go wrong in these units.
No.
It's a sheet metal built unit. You can see every bit of things in it and how it operates. You can see how the air flows inside of it when it's up and running. It's dead simple. There are no jets to plug. It just wells up diesel from the bottom, and then that diesel burns. So there's really not any faults that there could be in the heater per se. So I've just never bothered because, quite honestly, I've seen videos online, and not only that, they specifically state in the instructions that they want a bright yellow burn on it. They do not state a blue burn. They state a yellow burn. So as far as I'm concerned, this heater is working exactly like they talk about it in the instructions. So no, I've never looked at anything other than other YouTube videos on people running these.
I think the biggest thing is that we put out this video because someone put out a video that said it was the world's best. And when you make that claim, I think you really have to back it up. We've used this heater for 5 years now, and we just wanted to give the honest, like the other side of it, right? Like, yes, it's a good heater. We're not bashing it. It's a good heater. It has heated it. I love the ambiance. I love the low fire, but it is friggin' dirty.
And it is shocking how much heat that thing can throw out.
Oh, for a little, my God. I just had to open the door in Alaska because we were cooking in here.
Yeah.
So I just think if you're going to say something's the world's best, you need to counteract it also.
You need to give the downsides of it.
Right.
But quite honestly, I think there are several better heaters that you can find than that one for heating damn near anything.
Yeah. And you know what? When we research a lot of stuff on YouTube, I like to see both sides of it. We do a lot of research, and our playlist that we have for this is Blaine's Honest Reviews. So we really pride ourselves in being honest and not I don't know.
Blowing smoke.
Exactly. Not blowing smoke up. So,
anyways. Blow smoke, go have a dart.
What?
Eh? Letterkenny.
Oh my gosh, I have no clue what you're talking about. So that is those questions and what we've been doing over the month. And we've been talking so much. Let's see what you guys are saying. Blaine, we also have to put in, think about contests here. We're going to give out.
Hey, the contest was your idea. I'm not thinking about anything.
Okay, fine. Stephen Glendenning. Hi, I'm from Kitchener and like your channel. Just to tell you that I'm in a wheelchair and it makes my life better as it makes your life the best thing. I'm 67, but the boat will be made. I hope your boat is made, Stephen.
We're happy that we can share this with everybody.
Yes, thank you so much for watching.
We have a blast doing it, and it's nice that people find joy in it as well.
Yeah. Ruth loves the lives. We love you showing up, Ruth. This is Emerald Isle Seafood. Sorry, I know who you are now because I want to go fishing with you in Kodiak. I'm putting it out there right now. I want to make a whole YouTube video about fishing commercial with you guys. Let me know if we can make this happen because it'd be so cool. But that's Emerald Isle Seafoods. They have a YouTube channel too. You guys should check it out. It's really cool. Burdette, hey.
Hey, Burdette.
And then this is us when we talked about, can you see everything? Paul's here. TR's here. William. Old CB. Look at everybody. Patrick. People, we be the shrimp. Old CB.
Yeah, big blow up in Alaska for sure.
I can imagine. You guys, I think they probably got affected by Hurricane Halong up in Kodiak.
I imagine they did.
Yeah. What? Alaska cold this time of the year? I don't believe it. It's actually
Shocking.
no. It's actually not that cold.
It's not really that cold. No, lots of wind, lots of storms, but temperature-wise, it's not actually super.
It's about the same as Victoria for weather. It's just it blows a hoolie, man.
I was actually talking to a good friend in Victoria, and he's like, I didn't believe you when you said that it was not that bad in Alaska, and he was comparing the temps in Victoria to Alaska, and sure enough, it's kind of the same.
Yeah. See, Bonita. Hi, Bonita. Hi, Blaine and Janice. We've been enjoying your journey immensely. How is Tangaroa holding up in this crazy Alaskan weather?
So far, so good. It hasn't blown apart yet, so that's.
Have you discovered any areas of the boat that need reinforcement or adjusting to cope with the conditions you're currently facing? Yes.
The only thing actually funny,
the front locker.
The front locker, yeah, that's always been an issue. So the front locker area has been something that's been on my list for a while. It gets water in it, and unfortunately, when it gets water in it, over the years, it's developed some corrosion holes where people did some really silly things in the past, and it leaks water through. And that's right where Izzy games downstairs. So we've had some issues with some dead keyboards and stuff where we get some water dripping in there. So currently, she's gaming in the pilot house, which neither of us like because she can be a little messy, and
she's loud.
Now our pilot house is messy and loud. So we want to get her back down into the forward cave.
Well, we got to figure out the leaks.
We got to fix the leaks. And the other thing is the windows. But that's on the list for the boatyard this winter. But yeah, it's the windows and doors certainly need to be sorted out.
Yes, 3 windows are cracked. 1, 2, 3. Benita says, my husband Tillman, hi Tillman, wants to know if you're finding that the marine supplies and yards have everything you need, or are you having to ship things in and wait? Wait, we are getting hauled out first week in January.
Yes.
Right now it's scheduled for January 5th, and we might move it to January 10th because I have to go back to Victoria for medical procedure on my girly parts.
Yay.
They're coming out. It's great. Don't worry, guys. We want this. But anyways, Blaine's going to be by himself in Wrangell for a little bit.
Yep. And Wrangell's got a decent little marine store there.
It's got an awesome boatyard.
The boatyard's amazing. I mean, they've got a travel lift there that will do a lot of boats.
We are very lucky that we put almost every part that we need for this refit because we knew what was coming up on the boat when we left Canada. Yeah. So we have extra kitchen counters, we have sinks, we have everything. We just have to install them.
But I mean, funny thing is we were in Ketchikan and I was walking through the store there, and they had a raw water pump on the shelf, and I needed one for the generator, and they had the exact same model, which is kind of a not rare little pump, but I think it might be discontinued now. And they had it, so I was able to get one there. But I am anticipating that there will be plenty of things that I will have to have shipped into Wrangell that I will not be able to find just because it's not going to be common parts.
However, we are going back to Victoria on December 8th for Christmas and against my surgery. So we can get a lot of the parts back there, and then we'll just bring them in our suitcases. And that's a lot of boaters. That's what they do. Blaine gets a good deal. He's got a commercial account still in Victoria, so we'll probably buy a lot of the parts there.
Yep. The problem is we're no longer in Canada, so any parts that we buy there, we have to cross the border with. So it's going to be a little bit of a pain that way. But
I'm not going to mention the T word, tariffs. T word.
Yeah, tariffs, taxes, customs duties.
Canto Frisbee, any condensation or cold inner hull this time of the year?
Honestly, we haven't noticed much for.
I haven't checked under the mattress. That's usually where we get condensation.
I've been under there several times and it's been dry. Under the mattress has been dry. Back in the rudder sector is dry. Yeah, really not that bad. I mean, we get, especially if we're boiling water or something, obviously we get lots of condensation on the windows, but there's been no like drips that we've seen coming from anywhere.
And see, that's a pro of the Dickinson heater because we have it on all the time right now, and it's that dry heat. Like we put it on a couple weeks ago just to dry out the boat because it was getting damp. You can feel it. So we put on the Dickinson, and it's that dry heat just dried out the boat.
Yep. So yeah, surprisingly, no, not a lot of condensation, and we've been getting plenty of rain. So
oh my God, storms are coming through. Krista says hi, best sister ever. She is the best sister. She is. Oh, hello to me. I'm the best sister.
You are.
I thought she said hello from the best sister because
I'm sure she is.
And she calls Blaine Pocker. Don't ask.
Well, I'm pretty great too.
Poor Maggie.
Yes, Maggie doesn't like the boat moving very much. Talking about the weather and the rain.
Oh yes, no,
Yeah.
and which also means the squall's coming through. She's not getting to shore, but we did take her to shore today, and she had a good run through the forest.
Oh yes, yeah, she was like a crazy dog. It was pretty awesome to watch.
Oh, I forgot I can put comments up here.
You can.
I see a red and green map.
Somewhere else, maybe video. Not sure.
Oh no, this is when I started the PowerPoint. Sorry,
Oh.
guys.
Gotcha. Yes, mostly red, some green.
Oh, 50 knots is 57 miles per hour, William says.
Is it that little?
I don't know.
That seems low.
It was blowing.
I might be thinking mile per hour to kilometer per hour too.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
what Canto
likely.
Frisbee, red. Red is bad. Like
Yeah.
Krista says, red is bad. Everybody sees the PowerPoint, so that's good. Heather, we've got a great new video coming out this weekend where we actually go to an abandoned cannery, Namu, and it's amazing the stuff we find.
Man, Namu was unreal.
It's gonna be a good
Next
video.
to Antiochs, that was
It's pretty
second.
wild, the stuff we found.
Yeah.
Lester says hi from Southeast Australia.
Hey Lester.
Big Country says hi.
Hey big country.
TR, do they have a red lobster over there?
I haven't seen any red lobsters.
What's a red lobster?
That's the restaurants.
Oh, the restaurant.
Red lobster.
We had a red lobster once in Victoria, long time ago.
No, I haven't seen any red lobsters. Don't think so.
Mm. I don't know enough about this area.
Nice damn picture. I'm not sure which one you're referring to, but we've been getting plenty of pretty decent pictures here.
Oh, see, that's when it started from Emerald Isle Seafoods. The big die-off of the sunflower sea started around 2013. Yeah, they hit all the way down to Victoria, but it was just like about 3 years ago that we started seeing them coming back in Victoria, and to see one that size in Antiochs, actually
Whoa.
2 of them, one hanging
Huge.
off, just blew my mind.
Yeah.
So like it was huge, like, and heavy, man. Yes, those turbines at Antiochs was amazing to
Yeah.
see.
And you should have seen the other big one. If you took the one that we had the picture of and you turned it vertically where the turbine was pointing down, it was set up like that. So all those big actuators on the unison ring were all like under the floor there. It's you'll see it in the video. It's pretty wild.
TR, I'm not going to show your comment because we're trying to stay away from politics. Sorry, love ya. We don't. Yeah, no. A dam built in Italy using the same style collapsed in the 20s on the first fill. Oh, this one's 100 years old.
Yeah.
This
weird.
dam, and it's doing well. So
Yeah, they actually broke holes in it when they abandoned Antiochs just to keep the water from building up and sitting against it all the time. So there's always water flowing from underneath it.
yeah, there's not totally pressure. It alleviates. We did not cross it. It was
No.
kind of we were looking at each other. It's like, you know what? You can be stupid or you can be crazy, but you don't want to be stupid crazy.
Crazy stupid.
Crazy stupid. You can be crazy, you can be stupid, but don't be crazy stupid.
Yeah.
So we didn't cross it, but people walk across it all the time.
Yeah.
When they go up to Antioch.
It does have a rail like that you can walk across, and quite honestly, I mean, I'm not
It's
a
only like
big
this wide.
afraid of heights kind of guy, but I somebody commented recently about me being pessimistic. I weigh risk and reward, and it just wasn't worth it. I mean, it was pretty sketchy. If I had like a climbing harness with 2 hooks where I could hook onto the guy wire and switch them over as we pass the post, maybe, but
I don't
No.
think you're pessimistic. I think you're practical.
practical maybe.
I'm just like, let's do it. Everything will work out. He's like, Janice.
this is a bad idea.
I'm just like, let's do it.
Yeah, there's
What can go wrong?
there's sections where you would have to lean out over a very long fall to keep walking with your hand on the guy wire.
Steve says hi from Detroit.
Welcome from Detroit.
Detroit. Wow. Aunt Nancy, hello from your favorite aunt. Ooh, them fighting words with Aunt Barb, Aunt Nance. Them fighting words. Don't let Aunt Barb see that. You have to say one of my favorite aunts. Sorry, we're playing the politics.
There you go.
Thank you for the great videos. At 75, I live my old boating days through videos like yours. Oh, bump a dog. That's awesome. Wish I had your boat. My old 32-inch Canoe Cove single screw did the job. Bow thruster and the electronics would have been nice.
Yeah. Funny enough,
I like the Canoe Coves.
I used to work for Canoe Cove.
Yeah, I
not
agree.
the boat manufacturing. I was at the
No.
the tech side. I was back when Canoe Cove used to have an actual technician shop. I was there, but they had manufacturing there while I was working.
But the Canoe Coves are great boats. So that's awesome that you own one. And it's really neat. I see the Canoe Coves remind me of Tolly crafts for me. It's like they're lasting, how do you say it? They're high quality and they're lasting and they're not plastic fantastics.
Yeah.
Like
good boats.
yeah. So a lot of people really swear by the Canoe Coves, kind of like with the Tolly crafts back in that generation. Hi, Cindy. Sorry, you're late. No, it's okay. We still love you. Heather, love Kit Salt. I'm so glad you got to go there. My childhood toys right there. I know. I had those too, Heather.
And there were plenty more where that came from.
It was wild. Thank you, Emerald Island. What an awesome journey so far. You guys have a great talent for storytelling and sharing your adventure. I don't know if we have a talent for storytelling. It's more of just come along with us. We try to pretend that you're with us, like the camera is a person next to us and that's you. So we just want to show you everything because it's just to us. Does that make sense?
Yep, totally. I mean, this just started off as a hobby. It's just blossomed.
Oh, there's Adam. Howdy, guys. Looks
Hey,
like
Adam,
you've been
hi.
on an awesome trip. Hi, guys. Miss you.
He got hydroized 32 years ago.
I bet you have $1 on there too.
Probably has $1 on.
You know
the
what?
wall.
It's the same family, Bumpa Dog.
It is.
Same family that runs it.
Yep.
Well, why go to work when there's no customers? I think she lives there. It's her home.
That's true. It could be.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Like she's just there all the time. It's Homer is the same, dead in October.
Or
I
he
think-
might be talking about Ketchikan. With all the stores being closed in Ketchikan.
Oh yes.
That could
Sorry,
be.
Patrick. Yes. Why go to work? Well, most of those stores also are owned by the cruise ships, from what I understand.
It's a very touristy town. Very, very touristy. I spent a very good portion of my life in the Virgin Islands, and it's
St. Thomas.
It's like being back there, where you have all the cruise ship stores that are all the tourist souvenir shops, and
and they're owned by the cruise ship companies.
And just like St. Thomas, you get the locals that don't enjoy tourists very much either. So it's just a tourist town, and like you said, they're open when the customers are there.
Yes, we did find that in Ketchikan. They don't like tourists, and we got asked quite a bit if we were tourists. One guy actually, we were coming back down the dock on our scooters. He's like, I hope you ran over some tourists. And he's like, are you tourists? I'm like, well, we kind of live wherever we have our boat. So right now we're residents of Ketchikan, and he was good with that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yes. So
I
he
can
was
argue
good with that.
point.
It's kind of a tough one though, because
live in Ketchikan.
tourists also keep that town alive. So
fair enough.
Stephen said good evening.
Good evening.
Krista's just making no comments. I love her. Patrick, without a good forced air injection fan.
That's not going to work cleanly. Yep, we tend to agree.
But see, Bonita has a Dickinson, and she loves it.
Yep.
Do you clean it,
Now,
Bonita?
Is it a diesel Dickinson, or is it a propane Dickinson?
Different.
Or a pellet stove Dickinson? They have a few different options, and I definitely know that the propane one's going to burn nice and clean. So, don't know. I always ask people.
But see, Emerald Isles has a Dickinson also, and they always run our fan, and it keeps it from sitting up.
Yeah,
we run ours too.
Yeah, it's on 24/7. Actually, we usually have it turned up pretty high, the fan as well.
It's still sitting up.
It still sits up. Not as bad though.
No. Patrick, yep, I used to use a soot sock on the vacuum filter, also a vacuum that sucks it up through the water to capture it.
Okay.
We need to get a new vacuum.
It's like a bong for your vacuum cleaner.
We need a new vacuum. Chris, what's the status of the sushi run?
Sushi run. Well, we're
on it.
Yep. I mean, this is one leg of the journey. So we don't know how much farther we're going to go north this winter. I mean, obviously, crossing the Aleutians right now is definitely a no-go. There are seasons to do that. So we're in the first leg of the journey up to Alaska, and then we're going to winter here in Alaska, and then the journey is going to continue when season hits to cross the Aleutians.
Now, we did talk about doing it all in one season, right to Japan. But there is so much in northern British Columbia and Alaska, and so many stories to find and tell that we couldn't pass it up. So we actually made the decision last year to let's slow it down. Let's actually spend the winter in Alaska. And yes, many people thought we were crazy. And let's take the boat back to Wrangell, where we purchased her from.
Yeah. And not only that, we got lots of stuff left to do on the boat to prep it for ocean crossings, as I'm sure a lot of you have seen in the videos. So yeah, we're going to winter one more time and haul out in the Wrangell and take care of a lot of those issues.
And Wrangell has a great yard.
Phenomenal.
We will be getting new windows and doors. That's coming up. Yeah, there's lots of cool stuff coming up, and there'll be lots of great video footage of our haul out in Wrangell.
Yep.
So you'll get more refit stuff. It's great. And then we'll start heading across. I have been in touch with a gentleman in Siberia, an agent for yachts. Yes, I know. I don't know if we're going to get in there or not, or if I even want to.
Yeah.
It's still up in the air. So we'll keep you guys informed whether we're going to go into Siberia or not. But we have been in contact with a yacht agent in Siberia. They want us to come. But I'm like, I'm not coming if you guys are going to seize our boat.
No, seize boats, or if it's going to make it more difficult to clear into Japan.
Also flying a Canadian flag, the NATO flag.
Yeah, our best hope, I think, would be to carry on to Japan, skip Siberia for now, because that's going to give us another few years that we'll be down in Japan and down in Southeast Asia and Australia, New Zealand, and then by the time we come back up again, maybe then things will calm down a little bit. But
when we come up and head through the Northwest Passage.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Burdette, fun. Oh, good. Burdette. I'm glad you're having fun. Okay, I'm certain you would do the right thing for the heating. We'll have to figure that out, man. Yeah. Colleen, River Dawn, Bommel, Duke, have you tried a restrictor on the end of the drip tube?
No, because I can turn it down to almost nothing. Like if I turn the feed valve down on the Dickinson, I can have it where it can barely burn, and even then it does not burn blue. The only time where you may see a tiniest little bit of blue is when immediate stage before it gets to a full burn. That's it, and it never comes back again. So a restrictor wouldn't really change anything because I can turn the valve down enough where it can restrict it to almost nothing.
Patrick says, I just feel differently about cleaning them. Oops, I'll put this on. I just feel differently about cleaning the Dickinsons, but then I was not cleaning my own and was getting paid changes one's view of the job. So, of course it does.
Yeah. I'd probably feel better about it if I got paid for it. Better, not good.
Ruth, F-bombs are perfectly acceptable in the context it was used.
I agree. Yes, I agree.
Emerald Isles Seafoods, we look forward to meeting you too. It's going to be a fun night. We've actually had lots of fun in Kodiak before. It's really weird when you come out of a bar in Kodiak and it's still light out.
Yeah, you go into the bar during the day and you come back out during the day.
It was very odd, but we did spend a week in Kodiak once. We actually ended up on the front page of the newspaper on the yacht we were working on. It was wild. Heather, I kicked my son off the TV for this live stream. Thank you, Heather. Hugs. Oh, Roger. We miss you, Roger. Hello from Brentwood Bay.
We do.
The Hurricane Halong dissipated before reaching
Good
Kodiak.
thing.
Well, that's good.
Good thing.
Burdette's having trouble logging into my account to order, but I can get my members only section here. Oh, good. Okay. Let us know, Burdette. Always enjoyed Alaska except the rain.
There's certainly been a fair bit of it.
Sorry,
here
I'm looking outside the window.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of rain.
I don't think it's raining right now, but
just wait 5 minutes.
There's been plenty.
How is Maggie handling the wind?
She's mostly okay with the wind.
It's the rocking.
When we're getting big, heavy gusts and we're leaning over a little bit, even though it's only temporary, she'll get a little nervous, but not like when we're underway. And we've had some pretty rolly days over the last little bit. I think we've lost 2 plates in a bowl, if I'm not mistaken.
We've lost, but Izzy thinks that's great because it's less for her to watch.
Yeah, exactly. It's but the good thing is we've got everything else strapped down well enough where we're not losing important things. And it's been some pretty heavy rolling. We've had to go a little bit to the side. Yesterday was one of the days we had to leave where we were anchored to get around to a better spot. And I actually had to head out into the waves for quite a while before I could make a big turn in. And the first time I tried to turn in downwind, I turned too early, and we were still a little bit too sideways to the waves, and it just one big sharp roll, and everything went flying. So it's
There's 10 to 12 foot waves.
yeah, it's
okay. It's just stuff.
Well, yesterday wasn't 10 to 12. The day before was, though. Like to the point where when you're going down into the troughs of the wave, you lose sight of the horizon and mountains. So yeah, it was pretty big water. But fortunately, that day wasn't super rough.
It was cool.
It was just big ocean swells.
Helen's here. Hi, Helen.
Hey, Helen.
She never makes a live. She's here. I always talk to Helen. She's a member, and we always chat on Discord. So if you are a member of YouTube, hit me up. Join our Discord community. It's kind of fun. It's so much fun. Helen made it. Oh, look at this. Thank you for answering our questions. Hope you heal up quickly, Janice. You know what? It's a hysterectomy. It's my choice to get it. My mom died she had just turned 50 when she died of ovarian cancer. So this is a
preemptive.
No, what do you call it? It's my choice to do it. It's
elective.
It's elective surgery, and we found a surgeon. I know. How did you know that? And the surgeon's really good. So she's just going to take out all the girly bits. I don't need them. I ain't having kids anymore. God, no. So it's kind of a preventative.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. We have a custom trawler. Hope we get to meet you someday. We're in Nanaimo. Oh, I can't believe we missed you, Bonita. I'm sorry. Aw. Tillman's a new member. Hi, Tillman. Welcome. Oh, that's Tillman and Bonnie and Bonita. So glad to have you guys. You'll get that extra video every week. And RV Sparky, thank you so much for $10 to the diesel account. I'm sorry you missed the first part. I'm on a plane over Canada. Technology is amazing. Anyways, cheers and safe travels.
Thank you.
He's in a plane right now.
I know.
That's crazy. So I don't know how much 50 knots is now. Definitely more than that, multiplied by 1.9 to go from knots to kilometers per hour. Oh, kilometers per hour, not miles per hour.
Kilometers, yeah.
Bonita just became support crew.
Yay.
Her and Tillman. That's awesome. I don't know what you guys are doing with the conversion. I don't know what 50 knots is in kilometers per hour, but in the miles is 57.
There we go.
It's still blowing a hooey. Is the Airbnb of your house successful? We don't Airbnb your house.
No, our son lives there.
We did Airbnb our house, and then the manager who was managing the Airbnb put in the wrong people. We got lots of complaints from our neighbors. We've been with our neighbors for 23 years that we've had the house. Anyways, it was just a gong show, and then bylaws showed up, and you're not allowed to Airbnb less than 30 days. It was a whole mess. So our son lives there, and we keep it open if Blaine and I are going back and forth, like for Christmas. But I think Josh lives there, and he is going to get a roommate.
Yeah.
So that's perfect for him. And he's going to school for nursing. So
makes it easier for us too.
Bonita, older diesel. So she does have a Dickinson. We clean it once a year and get a blue-yellow flame. We use a day tank. See? I don't know. That's shocking about Ketchikan locals. From what I understand, their town really suffered without cruise ships during the pandemic. Tourism seems important up there. It is very important, but it's a bitter-sweet relationship with tourists.
Absolutely. And I've lived it as well. I mean, I was not from St. Thomas, but you could definitely see where the resentment would come from. Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely a weird relationship. Bonita, no pump needed.
For theirs, they got a day tank.
Take your time in Southeast Alaska. It's incredible. It is.
Has been so far.
We're having so much fun. We're going to Heidelberg tomorrow because we're out of coffee cream, and Blaine has resorted to using Bailey's in his coffee every morning, which makes him very interesting.
It's terrible. I hate using Bailey's in my coffee.
You guys will be installing the azimuth drives in Wrangell.
I wish.
We're going to be installing some stuff. It's still up in the air. It's still in the works, but it's going to be a surprise when we tell everybody. It's going to be really cool, though.
Yeah.
So,
but azimuth drives would be nice, but that's
maybe in Japan.
Maybe.
I need another postcard for my fridge. Can't wait to buy you a beer cider in Adelaide. Can't wait to be there, Helen.
Looking forward to it.
She wants more postcards. We need to send some Alaskan postcards to our members.
Absolutely.
We'll get on that. Thanks for the reminder. I definitely skipped Siberia.
Yeah. No, definitely do not.
It's a tough
It's
one.
it'd be so cool to see though, but man, it's just not the prime environment for it right now.
I just love to see Kamchatka Peninsula. It's just a
Mhm.
different, tough one. I do not remember any oil furnaces ever burning blue, always bright yellow. See, Patrick?
That's
He's
the
right.
experience that we've had, but
Yep.
I mean, obviously, like people have said here in the comments, they do.
Yeah.
I just don't know what's different.
Dave says, any halibut fishing? Yes. I went out for my birthday in Prince Rupert.
Mhm.
We took a guide, and he actually taught me lots of stuff about halibut and lingcod, and we limited out, and our freezers are full of halibut and lingcod right now, which is amazing. I also just printed out a map today of the halibut fishing grounds around the north of Prince of Wales Island, but I just have to read the instructions because there is different fishing rules for non-residents and residents.
And not only
And it's
that,
very confusing to figure it out. So I've got to figure that out.
I
And the
think
weather is crap.
I think we're out of main halibut season.
No, we're not. Oh, it's year round, man.
Well, I know it's year round. Like, you
Don't be
can catch
pessimistic.
it. I'm just saying, just like the guys in port protection, they don't hit as much in the winter.
Okay.
They're more summertime fish.
Do you guys follow fellow boaters? Russ from In Too Deep. Is his name Russ? Gus.
Gus from In Too Deep.
And or Parlay. Yes, I have actually spoken to Colin on Parlay Revival on email. We've been back and forth because he has the same background as Blaine and I do, that we worked on yachts. So yes, I've talked to Parlay Revival. Kind of different with sailboats and powerboats. We're stink pots and blowboats. It's totally different worlds. Gus, we haven't spoken with, and I'm thinking there's the age difference, or I don't know.
No, there's a lot of, like, there's channels that we watch and we enjoy, and funny enough, the ones that we watch and enjoy are not really the refit ones. They're like are not too deep. They're like Parlay,
Destination Adventure, which is
Destination
exploring.
Adventure. We really enjoyed Millennial Falcon. Unfortunately, they went off the air last year due to family reasons, but we enjoy the cruising aspects. We don't typically watch the refit stuff or the mechanical stuff as much. And I know Gus does a lot of traveling and stuff, but I don't know, we just never really got into those videos.
Because he reminds me of my son.
Maybe.
He's young. He reminds me of my son.
It could be an age thing, but then again, Millennial Falcon was the same way.
I know. Painful says hi. Patrick, my wife passed away from that 4 years ago. Ovarian cancer is nasty, Patrick. I'm so sorry for the loss of your wife. It's, yeah. Bonita's, her mom's had cancer twice. See, this is why I'm getting my girly bits taken out.
Yep, it's not
Take them
worth
out.
the risk.
Don't need them anymore. Sorry to hear that, Patrick. See, William, thank you so much for commenting that. I just watched a histosurgery video. Super interesting. You get tipped upside down to perform it. Crazy. Is that what I'm getting? You're going to tip me upside down?
Yeah, funny. It's all laparoscopic now, apparently.
You're going to be upside down?
I don't know that.
I wonder if I could put a camera in and video the whole thing.
How does that work? Do they like?
I don't
is
know.
it like the movies where they just tie your ankles and hang you from a hook?
We're not
or
going
something?
to. Don't worry. I still suggest UTC for announcements. There's no missing live chats for people not.
It's fair
Burnett,
enough.
we were so confused on time zones. I will take that into account, and we will do UTC. I promise. Okay. Captain Bill, aloha from the Big Island.
We might make it there at some point.
Suggest spell check. Did you fish just for halibut? Haha. Halibut and lingcod was what I went for. I was fishing for salmon. I did catch some salmon in Calvert. We prefer halibut and lingcod to eat versus salmon. I hate to say
it's
it.
really good. Fry it up and on some. Janice has been making
Fish tacos last night.
Fish tacos. Yep, she's been making fish tacos with a nice slaw. It's been pretty
Okay,
good.
we've got a couple more questions, and then we're going to call it. And then I know what I'm going to do for the contest. I figured it out.
All right.
Captain Bill Burkett. It is a bit too cold for me up there. The winters here on the Big Island of Hawaii is way better.
I would tend to agree with that. Yep. The benefit up here is there is a lot of coastline to check out, and there is a lot of, for us, really cool old.
But they have some
history.
nice fresh pineapples.
They do.
I
They
love
do.
Hawaiian pineapples.
Yeah. But seeing all the old mines and canneries and stuff like that, we love exploring that stuff.
Paul had to leave. See you later, Paul. Thanks for coming. And Helen's laughing at me because, yes, they put you on the tilt table. I didn't know that,
Nice.
Helen.
They just cut a hole and shake you until it all falls
And
out.
Hawaiian has an active volcano. Okay,
Sure.
Blaine, this is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Guys, we've come to the end. October is hat month. Okay, we have, let me put it. If you want a hat, we've got, create a banner. We have a promotion code right now. Happy Hats 15. If you go on our website, you get 15% off toques, trucker hats, and baseball hats. Okay, I'm going to give out a toque, a baseball hat, and a trucker hat, one of each.
There you go.
Okay, so to choose it, this is what we're going to do, Blaine. Are you ready?
I'm born ready.
I'm going to pick 3 numbers, and you're going to go down the list of comments to see which numbered comment that is.
Okay.
And they're going to get it.
That means I got to count through the comments?
Yes. I won't go too big. I don't know how many comments there are.
There's a few.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, this might
gotta
take a
write this
moment because
down.
I got to count through
This
this.
is all new. Wait, I got to
Okay.
write this down.
All right, this sounds incredibly efficient.
It is. Okay, I got a marker. Okay, we're going to do comment number 8,
Okay.
22, because that's just a good number.
Now, do I start
and
at the very?
36.
Okay. Do I start at the very top or
Okay, I just
just
wrote them down.
when the first comments start? And
Um,
do I include our comments?
Do not
back?
include our comments.
Okay. See. You
Okay.
added 2 here. So
So
the
first one,
is 8.
yeah, so I'm going for number 8. And this is a toque.
TR.
TR who? TR! Okay, TR, you just won a toque.
And don't blame me if I got my count wrong. This is first time we're doing this.
TR, what you're going to do is you're going to email us, crew@onboardtangaroa.com, your address. And I'm going to send you a toque, okay? Woohoo! We're going to pay for the shipping. TR, okay, you guys ready?
Right.
Baseball hat, number 22.
Okay.
Are you sure he was 8?
No.
Okay, go 8, 9. Emerald Isles, Alaska. Woohoo! You want a baseball hat. Okay, so don't do it yet. You're going to email me at crew@onboardtangaroa.com your address. I'm going to send you a baseball hat. Okay. It's going to be dark blue. Okay, 36.
Oh.
I thought this was going to be easy.
Emerald Isle Seafood.
Nope.
Pick
Okay.
another one.
New number, 42.
42.
So you can't win twice. This is a trucker's hat. Black and gray.
Bump a Doug.
Dump a dog. Bump a
Bump a
dog. Bump a dog. I love that name. Yay, bump a dog. Okay. So you're also going to email us at crew@onboardtangaroa.com. You can get us through our website too at Onboard Tangaroa, or just reach out anyway. We're easy to get a hold of, and I need your address. So again, TR, Emerald Island Seafoods, and Bump a Dog. Congratulations, guys. And that's how we do it. See, that was easy.
That was so easy.
You guys, thank you so much.
Everybody's watching me going.
You're not doing this. Thank you guys so much. We are heading out. I got this lovely thing in Ketchikan for Blaine. And this is what we're going to have for dinner for all you Americans out there. Yes, sausage gravy. We're going to cook up some biscuits. We're going to put some sausage gravy on it.
Biscuits and gravy.
He's going to be in heaven, my Louisiana husband. And we will see you in a month.
Take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.